Hey, it's Joe, and welcome back to Humanfluence. Let's take a moment to pause and get real about life. Not the sugar-coated version we tell ourselves, not the filtered highlights we share with others, but life as it truly is. Beautiful, painful, transformative, and utterly fleeting. This message is for everyone, for those at rock bottom, for those riding the wave, and for those somewhere in between. It's a call to reflect, to dig deeper, and most importantly, to change. Life will humble you, whether you're at the peak of success or drowning in despair. Life has a way of stripping away your illusions. The titles, the possessions, the identities we cling to, they can disappear in an instant. And when they do, you're left with the truth. You're human, fragile, flawed, and yet incredibly resilient. Humility isn't a weakness, it's the gateway to growth, and in these moments of being humbled, when the facade crumbles, this is when you begin to understand who you truly are. And here's another truth: you're more than the roles you play, more than the masks you wear, but you can't see that until you're willing to let them go. You're never too lost to be found, no matter how far you've strayed, how deeply you've fallen, or how broken you feel. There is always a way forward. Always. Life is designed that way. The light within you may be dim, buried under layers of pain, regret, self-doubt, but it never goes out. Sometimes the smallest spark, a kind word, a moment of clarity, a breath of courage, is all it takes to reignite it. And when it does, it illuminates a path you couldn't see before. But you have to be willing to take the first step, even if you're terrified. Hardship is not punishment. This is one of life's hardest lessons. When you're in the thick of it, when the pain feels unbearable, it's natural to ask, why me? But what if the question isn't why me, but what is this teaching me? Every storm, loss, betrayal is part of your becoming. Diamonds are created under immense pressure. Steel is forged in fire. And you are being shaped by the trials you face. But this isn't automatic. It requires intention. You have to choose to let the pain refine you, not define you. That choice is where your power lies. Comparison is a poison. We live in a world that constantly tells us to measure ourselves against others. Their success becomes our failure. Their joy becomes our envy. But comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your peace, and your focus. No two paths are the same, and no one's journey is more valid than another's. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others is the moment you start honoring your own unique path. I mean, you're not here to live someone else's life. You're here to live yours, fully and unapologetically. Your purpose isn't found, it's created. So many people wander through life searching for purpose as if it's some hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. But purpose isn't a destination, it's a way of being. It's in the small, everyday acts of love and kindness. It's in the courage to get back up when life knocks you down. Purpose is something you build, moment by moment, choice by choice. So stop waiting for it to arrive. Start creating it brick by brick with every decision you make. Fear is a teacher. Most people spend their lives running from fear. But here's another truth. Fear is not your enemy. It's a signal. It shows you where you need to grow, what you need to confront, and where your power is waiting to be unleashed. The bravest people aren't fearless. They're the ones who feel the fear and take the step anyway. Don't let fear dictate your life. Let it guide you to the places you've been too scared to explore, because that's where freedom lies. Stillness is power. In a world that glorifies busyness, we've forgotten the value of stillness. We equate movement with progress, action with worth. But there is an immense power in pause and stillness. You hear the truths that are drowned out by the noise of daily life. In stillness, you reconnect with yourself, with your purpose, and what truly matters. Don't be afraid to stop, to breathe, to reflect. The greatest transformations often begin in the quietest moments. And remember, you are not your past. Whatever mistakes you've made, regrets you've carried, they don't define you. Every day is a chance to begin again. Every moment an opportunity to choose differently. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you're stuck. You're not. Change is always possible, but it requires you to release the weight of your past and step into the possibility of your future. Let go, move forward. You're capable of more than you know. Life is both fleeting and eternal. This paradox is at the heart of the human experience. The moments we live are finite. They pass often too quickly, but the essence of who you are, the consciousness that experiences these moments, is eternal. Knowing this changes everything, reminding you to live fully, love deeply, and to be present in the now. But it also reminds you that this life, as precious as it is just one chapter. And finally, you're not alone. No matter how isolated you feel, how heavy your burdens are, you are part of something greater. There is a web of connection that links us all, seen and unseen, physical and spiritual. Reach out, speak your truth, ask for help. And when you're able, be that help for someone else. We're all walking this path together, and the journey becomes lighter when we walk it side by side. This is your wake-up call, to reflect, to grow, to change. The life you want, the peace you seek, the love you deserve, it's all within your reach. But it starts with a choice. Will you stay where you are, or will you take the next step? The journey is infinite, but every step matters. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, the power to change has always been within you. Humanfluence, out.